Let's do it. What's up, y'all?
Hey, man.
Welcome back to Two in the Bush. This is episode 21, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Hey, man, we've had quite the response. But you know what? We need more. We needed to leave some comments. We needed to hit the like button. Send us, if there's a certain topic you want us to talk about, certain topics you like us to talk about, let us know so we can
or anything that you feel about things that we have spoken about, because we know that we are fucking offensive and we know that sometimes we're wrong. Express your opinions to us.
Oh, I'm wrong most of the time. So feel free to correct my ass anytime.
Anytime. You can find us on Podbean, and that's twointhebush.podbean.com, and the word two is spelled out.
Yeah, you got that, right?
You can find us on YouTube. You just search Two in the Bush, and you scroll until you find that classic picture that is two sets of eyes for a total of 4 peering out of a bush at you into your soul. And for social media, you can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Insta, facebook.com/twointhebushpod. Twitter, you can tweet us at twointhebushpod. All of those are the word two spelled out. How do you find us on Instagram? Do we know that yet?
You go to Instagram, you type in Two in the Bush. At some point, you're going to see that fucking picture of the four eyeballs in the bush. That's the one you're going to want to go to.
Listen, Instagram, that's for the really dedicated followers of Two in the Bush. Like, you got to hunt us out a little bit. But if you find us...
Hey, I'm a little, the Instagram, we're working through that. You'll find us. You just got to put a little effort in. You go, hey, I'll tell you what, I think everyone's listening to us through iTunes. So I tell you what, you go to iTunes, look us up, Two in the Bush.
It's so easy.
Podcast.
Yeah, Two in the Bush. You got to scroll through a few of us, but you find that picture, and then all you got to do is just subscribe. And then every week, you will download a new episode of Fresh Bush for your auditory pleasure.
And I'm telling you, you go to that. That's how I do it. You click on it, you listen to it, you leave a review, then you go to the Facebook and you say, hey man, talk about this next week. Oh, you know what? Don't talk about that. I didn't like that bullshit. Whatever you want to say.
Yeah,
we're here
do
to
it there.
hear it.
And listen, you don't have to set aside time for this. I listen to podcasts while I drive. I listen to podcasts. I was going to say while I work out, but that's not very frequent. Sometimes.
I got a pull-up bar in my doorway here. I jump on that thing about a couple times a week. Do about 4 of those.
Chet, I don't think you're supposed to jump on the pull-up bar. I think you're supposed to do pull-ups on the pull-up bar.
Oh, shit. Well, I've been doing it wrong. I'm going to work on that. I've been doing the pull-ups. I'm going to be doing the pull-ups. Sometimes you can do that thing. You can do the pull-ups, or you can do that thing where you pull yourself up and you just hold it. You just hold up there. That was another one. Did they let you do that in school? You could either do the pull-ups or you pull yourself up and you just hold yourself there.
I don't know. I don't remember, and here's why. It's because I've never, ever, ever in my life been physically capable of doing a pull-up, not once.
Come on. You can at least do one pull-up. I believe in you.
I have never been able to. Not one time in my life. I had good leg strength. Like, I made the board in our, lifting class for, squats, but I cannot do a pull-up. None. Never. Not once.
But I think one day you'll be able to.
Not at the rate I'm going. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna try to build some upper body strength.
I got a pull-up bar over here.
Day.
You're gonna be over here sometime soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you do it.
Dude, we'll do it on our live recording. Guys, get excited. Are you ready? 2 weeks? Is it 2 weeks from now?
I think it is 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks from now. Chet and I are going to face-to-face, vis-a-vis, do a live recording. So we'll be together in the same room. And the chemistry, I think, will just be a little bit more dynamic than it is when we're separated as we are right now.
Oh, it will be.
So, get excited about that, and you can listen to me attempt to do a pull-up, and you can listen to Chet get pissed off because I can't do it.
I will not get pissed off, but I will not make you do it. I will offer you the option.
You literally just said that you would make me do it.
Well, it came off a little aggressive, and I was like, you know what?
I'm gonna back down.
It will be placed in the door jamb, in the door, and if you so want to attempt this, you're more than welcome.
Perfect.
And I'll offer some helpful hints and tips. I'm not
You gotta pull yourself up.
Yes, that's all. I'm not a great pull-up artist myself. Pull-up artist, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can do a few of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, at least 4.
That's 4 more than I've ever done.
Can you touch your toes? Oh. Can you? Are you stretchable? Can you reach down?
Yeah. Listen, I'm a little bit stretchable now because for the last year or so, I've been doing yoga most mornings. Not every morning, but most.
Whoa! You've been doing yoga? Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's not because listen. Don't get the wrong idea. It's not because I'm a good person or want to be more healthy. It's none of that bullshit. It's because I'm in so much pain all the time that the only way to not feel awful throughout the day is if I do some stretches in the mornings. I just do yoga. It's really good.
What kind of physical pain are you in?
I have a bad back. I don't know. I suffer a lot.
So do I.
You should do yoga.
But listen, here's the thing with yoga. I feel like that's something people do early in the morning, and I don't do morning stuff.
You don't have to do morning stuff. Do it when you get home.
But then my back hurts already.
Yeah, but it'll make it less. But listen, it'll alleviate that pain.
I mean, at the end of the day,
my back hurts. I better not do anything to help it.
I better just lay down on my twin bed. It's perfect.
Dude, I'll send you some of my favorite short yoga videos. They're seriously, sometimes I just do 10 minutes, and it's great.
Okay, I'll check. You know, I'm open to yoga. I've heard great things about it. I'm just saying, I don't know if I have the wherewithal to do it.
I'm not into that spirituality bullshit. I'm not trying to meditate with my yoga, and some of these videos start with a few minutes of meditation. I just skip that because I'm look, I'm not trying to fix my insides. I'm trying to fix my outsides right now. I'll get to the insides later when I have time for that.
You know, inside should always come second. That's what I...
Yeah, I'm mostly concerned with my outward appearances, so...
I mean... It takes number one precedent, and that's how it should be. But I'm interested in this. Maybe I show you how to do a pull-up. Maybe you show me how to do some yoga. And I show you
how to do yoga. Absolutely. We're going to have you doing sun salutation and down dogs by the end of October.
I've been hearing about these down dogs for years. I can't wait.
Dude, that shit, no. Seriously, though, it'll change your life. That is
No, I believe you. Shit. I believe you, man. I've seen people do yoga. I know what it is. I've seen it. I've just never done it.
It's so good. It's so good. Never?
Okay, I can't wait. Never what?
You've never done it? Ever?
I've never done it.
Damn.
But, I'm open to trying it.
All right. Well, perfect. Hey guys, before I forget, one more thing. If you're not savvy enough to all this social media bullshit, you can also email us at our Gmail, which is twointhebushpod@gmail.com, and that's the number 2 this time, not the word 2, the number.
The number 2, twointhebushpod@gmail.com.
But interact with us, guys, because we're lonely and desperate for love.
And you can send us anything. You want to send a dick pic? Send it. Now, here's the thing.
Send me anything, please.
If you're going to send a dick pic, it has to include your face. It has to be a full body shot, because we got to know who's sending this. Because
I don't want no anonymous dick pics. I want to know that that's your dick, not some dick that you found on the internet.
And if I see a dick, whatever, I don't know if I'm into it. But if I see your face, that gives me something to go off of.
That's genuine human connection right there.
That is. So if you're going to send a dick pic, it must include your face. Preferably, you should also include your name because we're going to do a full review and you're going to want to receive credit. So keep that in mind. Same thing. God forbid this would never happen. Same thing for the ladies. If you want to send anything, face must be included. Just add name, full name.
What do you mean, God forbid?
Women aren't perverts? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they are.
Well, listen, ladies, Chet doesn't want to see your vag pics, but I do. Send them to me. I run the Twitter. Tweet at me.
I think I mentioned...
Get in my DMs.
I think I mentioned in the last episode, maybe, that I have, at times, received unrequested vag pics. One time, I was at, like, maybe a Chili's. I was at some very, like,
This is already a bad story.
A really shitty restaurant. And I'm sitting at a table, not a booth, a table where it's open and there's other tables behind me. And at the time I had a huge phone. And I get a text and I open it. I open the message. And it's just this huge picture of a vag that this girl had sent me. And
oh no.
I exited out of it quick, but then I was paranoid. I'm like looking around. I was like, I'm paranoid. My ears got red and hard because people were staring at me. And I was like, the table behind me someone had to have seen this. You know, I was holding the phone.
Vagina.
This picture of this vagina, and I was like, God, why did you send that to me with no warning or no? I had no idea this was coming.
I'd be dying for every time I heard that.
Now, of course, I'm a man, and I quickly responded to the text. I was like, oh, thank you, really cool. But...
Really cool vag.
You know what? I don't know what the response was, because this wasn't, an important moment in my life, other than the embarrassment of thinking people had seen this vag pic. Not only embarrassment, but, like, genuine concern. I was like, there might have been children around here. I was like, this is fucked up. I was like, who would send a vag pic with no warrant? There was no even, sex talk beforehand. This vag pic just showed up. And I was like, well...
Out of nowhere. Yeah, you need to have some warning, some precedent, for sure.
Anyways, Chili. I don't know what the fuck it was, a Chili's or some bullshit. You know what? And it was just
everyone there was probably sexting, if that's any comfort.
They probably were. They were probably like, what the fuck's that guy getting? That guy's getting a fucking vag pic? That guy? But, it took me a minute to realize what it was. I was like, that's a lot of skin. What is that?
That's a lot of skin. Oh my god. What is that? What is that?
Not
you should have just said, what is that, to her.
You know what?
What was that a picture of?
If I wasn't hoping to capitalize on what I was just saying. I didn't find something I would have texted back.
I worship you for that reason.
But, oh boy, I'll never forget that. I mean,
oh my god.
Well, I think that was the first time I had ever received an explicit message over a text. Or
congratulations.
Over a text. So that was like the first time. So one, it was shocking just on that. And this was a person I had not yet met in person, just through a dating website.
Yeah.
But, man, you're out of Chili's, you're just expecting to get some real mild food, some real passable food. Just gotta trudge through your dinner there, and then you get this picture out of nowhere. You're not even a booth. You don't even have privacy. I ain't at the booth to protect me. I'm out in the open here, lady. And
I'm exposed. I'm like a raw nerve.
I am. I was like, what if someone, what if the waitress is up there taking the order, and I just innocently click on this message, and I'm thinking nothing of it, and then all of a sudden I got a vagina in my face and in her face. And I didn't ask for that. I was here to take order. Anyways.
Damn. Did you ever do chat roulette?
I did not, but I had friends that did, and like, I came in, you should come hang out, we're going to do chat roulette. And, I mean, it never happened, so I never did it, no.
It was nothing but dicks.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's where I saw my first dick. I was this innocent, prude, virgin Christian high schooler,
Did you not know
right?
this? Did you not know that's what chat roulette was going to be?
No, I did not. I was with my friends at my friend's house, and they were, so I don't even know how we got there, but we were like, oh, let's do chat roulette. And we turned on, and I swear to God, like 70% of the chat roulettes that showed up were like just dicks. And I was like, what? That's what they look like? Ew, Jesus. That's what I'm supposed to be so excited about? I mean, like, they've grown on me since then. Not literally, I wish. But, figuratively speaking.
I got you. I enjoy mine, but not others.
Yeah. Part of me wishes that I had one, but in the meantime, I'll just enjoy receiving them. So
here's the thing. Okay, the first time I ever seen a dick that I'm aware of, I may have seen one.
Besides yours, you mean?
I seen my dick. And I did see my dad's dick at one time. I don't know if that I'm not going to count that because that's like a familial dick. That doesn't.
Yeah, that happens.
There's nothing sexual attached with it. But the next time,
if you're lucky,
there was. In this case, no, there was not.
Good.
But luckily, thank you. The next time I seen a dick was my grandmother had playing cards, cards that had. Jesus Christ. I haven't even finished the story.
You don't have to?
My grandma had some playing cards with like naked dudes on them with like hard dicks, and they're like holding them and like, whatever.
And she let you have those?
No, she didn't know I had them. They're like they're in like a fucking desk or something. I was looking for some fucking I don't know, from fucking bingo daubers to color with or something.
What? Some what?
A bingo dauber. You don't know what the fuck a bingo dauber is?
No, what the fuck is a bingo dauber?
You son of a bitch. A bingo dauber. It's a fucking big. It kind of looks like a fucking. You kind of hold it like you would a dildo or something. On the end of it, it has a little ink pad, and you stamp it down when you play bingo onto the numbers. You've never heard of a fucking bingo dauber?
It's like a dildo, he says.
A bingo dauber.
I'm gonna buy a dildo and I'm gonna name it Bingo Dauber.
No, why don't you just buy a bingo dauber? I mean, you can buy a dildo.
Name it dildo.
You should go play bingo somewhere and bring a dildo and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought this was my dauber. I grabbed the wrong thing.
This was my bingo dauber. Or I'll bring a bingo dauber and I'll be like, hey, can you hand me my dildo?
Yeah. I mean, anyways. A bingo dauber, for anyone out here who's never played bingo or had a grandparent that played bingo, is a fucking round, fucking elongated fucking container contraption with ink in it, with a fucking pad on the end, and you stamp it down on your fucking bingo paper. When they call the number out, you stamp it on there. That's what a bingo dauber is. Now, as a little shit kid, I would take the bingo daubers and use them as like markers to draw, to color things. So,
sure.
I would go through my grandmother's desk or drawers. How do you say that word?
Drawers. It's drawers. What the fuck?
Her drawers. Her drawers.
I'm in pain. I'm laughing so hard. Oh my god. Ouch.
Listen. You rummage through whatever receptacle or container your grandmother may have in her house, and you find a bingo dauber. But sometimes you find a deck of
dildo.
No, thank Christ, I never found that. Jesus Christ, that's disgusting. Don't insinuate my grandmother.
Listen, let your grandma do what she wants.
You know what? I don't. She's been dead for a while now.
Oh, I hope she had a dildo, poor woman. She probably didn't.
I'm thinking she did not. I wish she did. She probably would have been happier those last several years of her life.
Yeah.
But she probably didn't, sadly. Anyways,
sad. Poor woman.
She could have used one of the bingo daubers.
You know what I think about sometimes?
What
if I...
Yeah, wait.
What?
Go.
I was gonna say, what if I died right now and my family had to go through my belongings? Like, there are some sexual things that they wouldn't want to find.
But, I mean, they're gonna hear this recording, too. So I'm gonna be like, listen.
No, not necessarily.
I think it would save, and I would go to them and be like, listen. I think you know what? This are the last words she recorded. You're gonna hear.
Just don't go through the bottom left drawer of the desk in her room, is all we're saying.
Listen, if I died, my parents would just find some fucked up shit too. And,
Yeah, but listen, my parents would not be ready to, like, accept the fact that I was not a pure, innocent, little virgin almost 6-year-old.
They don't know that yet?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
They have no clue. Well, they might have a clue, but no. No. Well, so I made a pact with my roommates. I was like, listen, if I die, you gotta clear that shit out, okay? Like...
the only thing... I never had that thought, like... I'm always more concerned, like, not necessarily if they find whatever fucking paraphernalia I may have, but if, like, I die, like, watching pornography, I always feel like that's the biggest insult. I hate for the fucking coroner's office have to come in. I'm fucking bent over this fucking couch, my laptop on the fucking coffee table with who knows what, fucking on a loop, just going over and over again.
They're like, this guy was into some weird fucking shit. Yeah, because how do you write that obituary? You know, like, he died doing what he loves.
Well, one thing that he took a lot of enjoyment in. I don't know if he loved it.
He died happy. He died at peace.
He died passing the time like most men do.
Yeah. It's like that movie. It's like that movie, World's Greatest Dad, where the son dies. Like, have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, spoiler alert. The son dies, like, jerking himself off. And the dad has to, like, deal with that. I'm like, how do you, like, tell people, yeah, like, my son was into strangling himself while he pleasured himself, and it went awry.
Oh, so he was strangling himself.
Yeah, he didn't mean to hang himself to die. He meant to hang himself for pleasure, and then it just went awry.
I don't do that shit. I don't choke myself.
Well, that's good, but, like, that's out there. That could happen to somebody. And then, like, what do you tell people?
I know.
Like, do you tell people that he hung himself to die? Like, is that worse? Like, which one is more humiliating? You know?
I think suicide, I don't know, depends on what kind of background you have. I would not have a problem if, like, I had a kid and he died jerking himself off. I would tell people, like, yeah, this guy was fucking jerking it off, getting a little choke on, and he went a little too far, and
he fucked up, yeah.
He fucked up, he died. Hey, don't choke yourself. Don't choke yourself,
yeah.
Don't do it.
Or, like, have some safety measures in place. Don't choke yourself alone. Have your partner choke you, and then they can help you if things go awry.
Don't have your partner choke you, because then they're going to prison for fucking murder, you prick.
Well, no, but they can make sure, like, they can stop. I don't know. Maybe not. I've not tried choking. I'm not into that, so maybe, I don't know.
You don't want to lose consciousness. I don't think it's a good route to go down.
Yeah, if their eyes roll to the back of their head, assume that it's because of lack of oxygen, not because of pleasure, and just stop choking at that
90% of the time, that will be true. I mean...
Because let's be honest, you're not that good. So just sit down.
Yes, hypothetical man. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think I mentioned in a prior podcast that my mom had warned me way back in like 6th or 7th grade, don't choke yourself while you're jerking off. You might die. So I was in my head from a young age.
I don't remember that, but
I don't remember that. My mom told me specifically. She's like, hey.
That's like, good.
She's like,
your parents need to have those conversations with you.
I don't know how she phrased it exactly, but she's like, hey, you don't choke yourself while you're jerking off, do you? And I was aghast and galled and affronted and taken aback. I was like, listen.
You're like, have you been watching me?
Listen, first off, don't ask me about jerking off. There should be a clear line on that one. To choke yourself, I've never heard of such a thing. Tell me more. It sounds interesting.
Tell me more. It sounds good.
Sounds good, really. But I do remember because I guess some kid had died in the town recently because he did the old choke thing or something.
Yeah, see, it's out there. Yeah. It happens.
Well, see, here's the thing. When I was a kid, there's a game you would play where you would like hyperventilate, and then a friend of yours would like choke you, and you'd pass out. And that's what kids were doing.
What the fuck?
What kids were doing for fun back when I was in middle school.
Why are kids so stupid?
It just, people are
like, why don't you want kids? And I'm like, that shit. That's why. Yeah. I don't want to have to worry. I don't want to have to tell some little human, stop choking yourself and passing out for fun. Like, I don't need that. I need adults that I can speak to that already know that shit.
Here's the thing. I could do it, but I don't think I'd be good at it. Like, I don't think I'd be a good parent because I would just be like, what are you doing? Why? That's fucking stupid. I mean, I would scar this kid because I'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. Who fucking chokes themselves? That's fucking dumb.
You fucking moron. Don't fucking do that.
You only choke yourself during sex like me and your mother do. What are you doing? This is fucking stupid.
Find a woman to do this with, you weirdo.
Or a man, whatever you're into.
Or a man, whomever.
Whomever.
But someone, a person.
A living being of any sort that you're attracted to. And they give consent.
You don't even necessarily have to be attracted to them.
Yeah.
As long as you can get a boner.
You'll find out.
It'll do.
Sometimes you'll still do it. And you'll be like, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have, but, I did. I did. Whatever.
That's the nice thing about being a woman is I don't have to get it up.
Well.
I just have to accept it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as a man, it's not hard to get it. It's not hard to get it up.
But it is hard in order to be up.
To be up, yes. Indeed. I mean, for some men, it may be hard to get it up. For a lot of men, it's not. I mean, I think generally it's just a thing that happens. But sometimes, yeah, I mean, it can come up when even you're not attracted to the person, and that makes the person think you're attracted to them, and you're just like, this thing just comes up. It's just this is a natural response.
It's like, oh, could I possibly get off right now? Hard. Instantly.
Yeah, there's no...
Ready to roll.
And it's just
ready to roll.
Right? Ready to...
Locked and loaded.
Locked and ready to rumble.
Locked and ready to rumble.
Locked and ready to rumble, as they say. But anyways, back to this story about finding this deck of cards my grandmother had.
Yes.
She had this deck of cards, and these guys had fucking had their dicks out, and they were posing with them, like holding their dicks and shit. And I gotta admit, I did find it a little erotic. I mean,
yeah,
dude with a hard dick. I was kind of, I'm not saying I was all into it, like, ooh, hard dicks are cool. But I was like,
but you weren't not into it.
But I mean, I shuffled through the whole deck. I'm like, you know what? Let me check this out, see what's going on. Wait, you want me? What's going on with these dicks? So I was looking at. I mean, I'm not gonna bullshit anyone. I was looking at the dicks, and I was like, you know what? Pretty, cool.
Hey, dicks. I would have looked if they were wet vaginas. I would have looked.
Yeah, I think anyone would have looked. I mean, if you have a smorgasbord of dicks or vaginas to go through, I think you're going to go through it.
A smorgasbord.
I went through it. I mean, I know I did find one guy that had like a dick I preferred. I remember that much. Now I can't recall what it was. What it was about the dick or anything.
The preferable dick.
I did have a preferable dick. I do remember that. I was like, you know what? Set this card aside. This is my number one draft pick right here.
Let me write that down before I forget it.
You know, he had an interesting curve that I just found. It just took my imagination away.
A dick curve?
Yeah, he had an interesting curve, and it just...
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I was just like, hey, cool. I don't know. That's just why I remember that part. I remember I preferred that dick. Had a kind of a weird curve to it, or a unique curve, and I was like, you know what? That guy's got charisma. Let me set that aside.
That's personality right there. I dig it.
Because some dicks are just dicks. You're like, that just looks like any other dick, but that guy had something going for him.
Yeah.
Set that one aside.
Anyway, yeah, that was something unique and special.
Anyways, I was going through the dicks, and then I don't know how it happened. Someone caught me with the cards, or I was like, hey, I found these cards. I don't know. Somehow it became known that I had found the cards. And they were just like, give us those cards. And then there's some story about how, like, my grandma was at some fucking, old ladies get together and play fucking card games. I don't know what the fuck they were playing. Old lady card game. And then some other old lady was like, ooh, I got these fucking dick cards. And either my grandma won them, or the grandma, or this lady. I think the way it was posed to me was this lady just kind of like foisted them upon my grandma. And my grandma was like, yeah. My grandma was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to hide them. I'm just going to throw them in the desk. But now that I'm thinking, I was like, my grandma was disgusted by those cards. She would have just thrown them away. So she was down.
That's right. She liked them.
She liked them. She was down with those cards. So that's cool. Like,
hell yeah.
That's cool now that I realize that. And we may have preferred the same dick. I didn't get to ask her. I was like, hey, what about this guy? Is this you down with this dick? Or, because this is my favorite. But I didn't get
right.
We didn't have that relationship at the time.
Yeah. Well, if there is a heaven, if there is an afterlife, I just want to make sure that you're going to check in with your grandma on which dick she preferred out of that card deck.
Yeah, I would. Because one, we're in heaven. And I don't even believe that to exist, but if I found myself in a situation where heaven existed, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm in heaven, my grandma's here.
Yeah, no holds barred there.
That's the first fucking question. I'm not even saying, hey, love you. Oh, nice to see you. I'm like, oh my god, okay, this is a real thing.
Which dick was the best?
Which dick was it? I'm assuming we're in heaven, so everything's magical, so the fucking deck of cards will just appear. I can just start fucking slinging those things out. I mean, this guy. Look at that. Look at the curve. Look at that vein. Huh?
Was this your preferred dick?
Was this your preferred dick, grandmother?
It's like a magic trick.
Oh my god. I mean, I seriously, if there is an afterlife, it will be, I'm telling you right now, it's the first fucking question. First fucking question.
I can't wait.
Can't wait. Probably won't happen, unfortunately. But if it does, it is the first question.
I'm optimistic. I'm rooting for it. Let's go.
I almost wish I could find that deck of cards so I could see the stick again and see if it lives up to my imagination.
Oh, man.
But I'll never find it.
Yeah, you should have definitely taken it at that point.
I believe, here's the thing, and here's how I know my grandma really wanted those cards, because they took them away and they're like, oh, fucking some lady trying to make your grandma take these. I found them again. And I was looking for the bingo daubers.
Were they in the same desk drawer?
Well, I don't know. I don't think they were. Here's the thing. My grandma would hide the bingo daubers because she'd want to play bingo, and she'd go to play bingo, and they'd be all dried up because I'd used them to color with. So she'd hide the bingo daubers in random areas. But unfortunately for her, she'd also hide the dick cards in a random area as well. Yeah. So you never know what you're going to come across. Either a bingo dauber.
Why didn't you just use markers? Did she not have markers, or did you just prefer the bingo daubers?
She didn't have mark. My grandma was one of those
people.
Bitch. She didn't
what
have
kind of grandma?
She's like, I was there every day after school, but she didn't have anything like for a kid.
That's bullshit.
You know what I mean? There's like no toys. No.
What did she expect? Of course you're gonna go for the bingo daubers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in retrospect, I'm like, what the fuck was wrong with these people? They didn't have shit for me to do there. Like, it's like, oh, he's coming here every day after school. Don't have shit for him. Except for some.
Yeah, that's bullshit. My grandparents had two drawers of toys, and I was rarely there.
Yeah,
and when I was generally, it was a family function. I wasn't playing because I was hanging out with my family. It's like, I touched that drawer of toys like 5 times in my childhood, but they had it there. You know, they were ready. Fuck your grandparents. Just kidding. I don't know them. They're probably fine.
But here's the thing. yeah, later on that dawned on me. I'd go to other kids' houses or like even to their grandparents' house. I'm like, you got all fucking toys up in here? What is this bullshit? I got a fucking bingo dauber and some dick cards. You guys got fucking toys?
Yeah.
And you got good food?
Yeah, you have markers, you have toys.
My grandma didn't give a shit. She would just sit, my grandma, she would just sit there, watch fucking CNN, chain smoke, fart the whole time. I think she was probably shitting herself because they were pretty fucking nasty farts. But that's pretty much all she did. Window shades pulled down, no sun, it's darkness, just smoking, and farting, and bingo dollars, and dick cards.
That's hilarious.
She was great. She's a great woman. I have a great affinity for her, but that's just what it was when you went over there. I think maybe it'd be breaking some law now. I don't know if you can have a kid in a house with all the windows shut and no ventilation and no light and just chain smoking, and farting. Maybe a form of abuse. I don't know.
And which is more toxic?
Yes, and pictures and dick cards for them to play with. She was great. She's great.
Yeah. She sounds like the kind of bitch I'd love to hang out with now that I'm an adult.
I'm sure she was cool. She's fucking, she had electric shock.
R.I.P.
She had electric shock therapy. Electric shock therapy? Yeah. And like the 50s,
what the fuck?
When they shock women, they would do that. If you had a baby and you had postpartum depression, they'd fucking shock your brain. To snap you out of it. Mm-hmm. They didn't know that was crazy because it was in the 50s. But she had that done to her, so she was a little unique because her brain had been fucking
a little off a rocker.
Yeah. So she's an interesting character, but she was cool. My great-grandma lived across the hall, who's was my dad's grandma. So the two families kind of intermingled. I had the great grandma too, and she was fucking cool too. So I just bounced between the halls between the both of them. But yeah, she had those dick cards. No toys, just some bingo daubers, and some dick pics.
Damn, I'm shook by that.
You should be. Your grandparents.
My grandma's the coolest.
Your grandparents have no dick pics. Dick cards?
No, I have not seen any dick cards from my grandma, but like lately,
around?
Now that I'm an adult, my grandma and I are like really bonding because we're both adults and we're just like, we have a lot of common ground.
Right.
It's like I'm very similar to my grandma, but I'm nothing like my mother, who is her daughter. It's like on my mother's side.
Well, it skips a generation.
So it's just funny how yeah, totally. But I'm like, my grandma is like my favorite person on this planet, and I'm starting to like hang out with her. Like, I just went to visit them on my own like recently, and I'd never really done that before. I'm like, they're like my favorite people on this planet, my grandparents, and I think that we should sometime have my grandmother as a guest on our podcast.
Would
just light me up.
I'm fucking jealous. Because my grandparents are dead. Well, I have a grandma that's still alive, but we're not close. But my grandma, my great grandma, who are gone. Like, I'm a little mad that they were so old and they abandoned me by dying at such an early age for me.
Yeah. It's a huge bummer, dude.
I would hang out with them and just talk about real shit. Well, here's the thing. Me and my great grandma, we would talk about real shit because she didn't put on any airs or anything. She would just fucking
hell no
whatever. She'd be like,
when you're that old.
Shit. She was cool. She's the one that she's like, God's not real, and I was like, what? And she's like, I'm just telling you, it's not real.
Damn.
And then she went on.
She's a bad bitch.
Yeah, and then she said some crazy shit. And I was like, oh. She's like, really? She's like, yeah, that's some bullshit. That's just some man shit. I was like, okay, right on. Anyway, she would say crazy shit like that. And I was like, you know what? You're pretty cool. But then she would say some mean shit to some people. But whatever. Everyone has their negativities. But
yeah.
If they're still alive now, I'd hang out with them all the time. But unfortunately,
totally.
They're not. But anyways, that's cool.
You can hang out with my grandma.
I would. I'll hang out with her. What's her name?
Her name is Judy.
Judy. What a name. That's a good one. That's a good grandma name.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I don't ever want to have children, but if I did have children, I think I would name them after her. Like, if I had a girl, it'd be Judith, and if I had a boy, it'd be Jude. She's just so dope.
I like it. I'm with it. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, if I ever had a kid, I'd probably name them after my grandmas too.
What are their names? What's her name?
Ruby. And
Ruby's cool.
Ruby was my great grandma, and my grandma was B. Beatrice.
B. Classic. Yes, of course.
He was cool. They were cool.
I dig it.
They were cool chicks.
I dig it. Yeah.
They were friends.
Cool chicos.
They'd go to like Vegas together and do shit, and my great grandma would bully my grandma. It's pretty cool. They had a cool relationship.
Were they mother and daughter?
No. It's my dad's grandma and my mom's mom.
Yes, but they were friends anyway. I love that.
Yeah, they were friends before. So.
Oh, fuck me up.
Well, they knew each other before. You know, it's a small town. It's like the town they came from was like 12,000 people, so it wasn't like a big town, so everyone knew each other. Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know, man.
That.
Fucking cool. Grandparents.
Fucking cool.
Hold on to them while they're around.
Seriously.
They don't last forever.
Nope.
Apparently none of us do.
What?
That brings me to another thing. I found this article, and it says, okay, let me ask you this. If you were to guess, at what age do people experience their best sex? What age?
Well, I think it's going to differ between men and women.
Oh, it does, but I mean, that's not a big window.
I would think that men would experience their best sex in, like, their 30s.
And what about
I would think that women would experience it in maybe their 40s.
You're way fucking off, buddy.
Oh, okay. Go on.
To me, it's kind of, I take it as a positive because it gives us something to look forward to, apparently.
Okay, good. I was like, please don't tell me it was in the teens because I fucking missed that boat.
So, on average, women reported, okay, well, let me preface this. It says single women reported having their best sex at age 66.
What?
So you gotta wait till 66 to have your best sex. For men,
oh my god.
For men, it's 64.
Oh,
now this
are you shitting me?
I'm not shitting you. This is based on a survey of 5,000 single adults of all ages, ethnicities, and income levels across the U.S.
What the fuck?
So, yeah. I mean, so I'm just saying.
There's still a hookup culture in your 60s?
Hell yeah.
Fuck me up. I'm never getting married.
I mean, you're never gonna. Here's the thing. I mean, I know there's a stereotype that old people don't have sex, but that's ridiculous because sex is cool. So you're not gonna stop.
Yeah, apparently, your best sex is when you're a senior citizen.
Yeah, and if your best isn't until 66. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I was shocked too. I'm with you. I was like, wow. I would have thought like maybe like in your late 30s, 40s, maybe you're starting to fucking figure it out. You've done some things. Maybe. But apparently
what the fuck?
It's 66 and 64. Apparently in your 20s and 30s you're a little too self-conscious to fully enjoy sex.
Yeah, I believe that.
Apparently, I'm just reading the article now. Younger people are get too in their heads about what their bodies look like and how they're performing and what their partner is expecting or thinking of the event. And then apparently when you get into your 60s, you're like, fuck that, I'm just here to fucking do it.
Damn. Okay.
That's what this article says.
Well, fuck me up. Got something to look forward to.
That's what I'm saying. This is nothing to worry about.
Got a reason to live until my 60s.
It says sex at 65 or 70 can feel carefree and easy because it's more about pleasure and connection and less about performance and selling yourself.
Huh.
It is true. You do feel a pressure to, impress someone sometimes when you're having sex. You're like, listen.
And especially if it's like a partner that's relatively new or like someone that you just don't feel super intimate or comfortable with yet.
I'm saying if you wait till you're 60, when you get to your 60s, this will be cool. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great.
All right. Dope. I can't wait.
But here's my thing. I feel like my body already hurts now. Like we discussed. My back already hurts.
That's true. Well, you're going to start doing yoga and then you're going to be in your prime again.
True.
Yeah. You'll be good. True. You'll be good.
If I do the yoga, I'll be all right.
You'll be ready to roll at age 65 or whatever the fuck.
It says women after they hit 50 and men start to finally take ownership of their sexuality. And at that point, they start to reap the benefits. That's right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll be different for our generation?
See, that's what I was
because they're talking. Yeah.
I'm not going to read the actual study right now and go through all the fucking
that'd be a lot.
tabs and information. I'm going to say, I mean, a lot of this is probably skewed because of the older people they interviewed.
Right, because we can't report on that yet.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, anyways, I'm just saying this article says it's either better or still good at 60. That's how we can look at it.
Sweet.
So when you get to 60...
Yeah, I don't have to worry about not getting laid at the age of 60.
I don't think... See, I never thought that would be a problem, because I'm just like, people like to fuck. I mean, you're never going to have a problem with that. Probably easier the older you get.
Yeah, but I mean, I always had this kind of fear, I guess, as a woman, that I wouldn't find men that are still capable, I guess, because you hear all this shit about, like, old guys not being able to get it up.
But they take those fucking pills.
I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Pills. Get yourself some Cialis or Viagra.
Yeah, or the gas station stuff. If they can't,
the gas station
they can't get a prescription, you just go get them gas station dick pills.
That seems dangerous, though. I wouldn't let an elderly man take a gas station dick pill.
I don't think you should. Trust me, I don't think you should. I'm saying don't do it.
Not that I know.
I mean, I have no information on this. It may take you from 100% to 110 or 20%, but or if you're an old man, it might take you from fucking 0% to 100. You don't know, but don't do it.
Who knows?
Especially if you got some kind of heart condition. Just pass on it, man. Just pass on it.
Yeah, not fucking worth it, bro.
I mean,
shit, dude. That shook me.
You're shook?
I'm shook by that.
You'll never be shook, man. I mean, you'll find someone. You should never worry about sex as a human because people love that shit, man. It's just, I don't know.
People love sex, man.
They're really into it. It's odd. I don't know what it is about it, but sometimes I'm kind of like, whatever. But
that's never how I feel about it.
I know. That's might come to reality.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have like existential crises when you're just like, it doesn't seem. What is this? What is the meaning of any of this?
That's fair. That's the story of my life.
Dude, have you seen...
Well, hey.
Yeah. You tell me.
Oh, no, go on.
I was going to say, I was going to segue into something else.
Please.
That had nothing to do with
perfect.
Anything we had to cover.
Yeah, let's get out of that dark place that we were just headed toward and go towards something else.
Road. Man, have you seen Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers? He's playing Mr. Rogers. Do you know that?
Dude. Yes, I saw a picture of that shit and it lit me up. Okay, first of all,
okay.
I worship Fred Rogers. Fred Rogers.
Fred Waters.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Fred Rogers. Dude, okay, no. As a kid, I never properly appreciated Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood,
sure.
But as an adult, I'm like, oh my god, that is so just like everything that he did was just so fucking good and pure and like helpful in regards to like mental health and like building children up. And I'm just like, I'm so for Mr. Rogers. It's not even fucking funny. And then fucking Tom Hanks playing Mr. Rogers. He just looks like a fucking dream. He just looks like he's gonna do a phenomenal job. And I'm lit up to watch this fucking Mr. Rogers movie because I worship Mr. Rogers, and that's where I'm
with you. I don't worship him, but I'm a big fan of Mr. Rogers.
I worship him. What? My God is Mr. Rogers, dude.
Oh, it's not a bad God.
Some people worship Beyonce, some people worship God. I worship Fred Rogers. Hey. I have 2 coffee book tables of Fred Rogers quotes.
I did not know that. That's great. I mean, hey, he's a hell of a guy. Jam up guy. Hell of a dude. I'm with him. I support it. He had you go, you watch the show, he fucking comes in, he takes the shit off, he says some shit, sings a song, fucking you go to got the little puppet dudes, you got the fucking mailman, you got it all. I liked it. I watched it when I was a kid, and I was like, this guy's fucking cool. And then I grew up, and I was kind of like, fuck Mr. Rogers. And now I'm kind of like, you know what, Mr. Rogers is a pretty cool guy. You know what? In fact, I watched a couple episodes a few weeks ago. I enjoyed it. I was like, damn, this is pretty good. What a guy. What a cool dude. He's fucking showing us how they made Play-Doh or some bullshit. We went to the Play-Doh factory.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool, man. I was like, I want to watch more of this. And I was like, I'm an adult. I can't. But I will watch.
You do whatever the fuck you want.
I know. That's what I, maybe I will delve into that more deeply. I'm going to watch the movie. I'm into it. Tom Hanks is perfect. He looks like Tom Hanks. He doesn't look like Mr. Rogers, but that's fine because Tom Hanks is, if there's anyone as cool as Mr. Rogers, it's Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I swear to God, anyone tried to bring up some dirty shit on Tom Hanks, I
will fuck a bitch up.
Don't let it fucking happen. Please, Lord, no dirt, no dirtiness on the Tom Hanks. You know what I mean? Then I will be shook. Then shit will start. I'll start to question some shit.
Yeah, but you know what? As long as it's not dirty stuff on Mr. Rogers, though, my universe will continue to rotate. Like, if there was some shit on Mr. Rogers, I would actually die.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there could be shit on Mr. Rogers. I don't buy it. Good guy, good dude. Tom Hanks, good dude, but he's out in Hollywood. You never know what the fuck's going to happen out there.
Yeah, could happen is actually possible.
You don't know. You just don't know. But I seen the picture. He had the fucking the red sweater on. I was like, okay, that's the dude. I get it. I see it. I'm with it. When it comes out, I'm going to watch it.
I'm ready. I'm lit up.
I'm lit. I'm glad we're in agreement. Like, who else could you get? Who else could have played Mr. Rogers?
Nobody. No motherfucker. It had to be Tom Hanks. If not, it needed to be Mr. Rogers, but he's dead, so the only other option was Tom Hanks.
I agree. I don't know who else could have. I don't see it. I don't know who else. I cannot imagine it.
Nobody else. There's no other motherfucker
who would do it. Fucking.
You know what? You know who came to my mind?
Who?
Jonah Hill.
Why?
I don't know why.
Is it because you're watching Maniac?
Who would be it's probably. I was like, who would be the worst choice possible, but would be funny to watch? And I was like, Jonah Hill.
He could do it. I mean, he's a versatile actor.
He's an excellent actor, yeah, and it would just be so interesting to see him try to portray that role. I'd be down, honestly. I'm gonna start a petition to ask for Jonah Hill to play Mr. Rogers in something.
I mean, I'm down. I'm hoping the Mr. Rogers thing does well. What I'd really like to see is a Bob Ross movie. I think that's probably next in the pipeline if the Mr. Rogers movies does well. If we can cash in on this Bob Ross thing now. Let's do that. So, who would play Bob Ross? That's my question.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. He's got the hair. They got similar hair. I mean, he can grow out that curly little fro thing. Probably beard. That might be it. Now, for some reason, I connect Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers. I'm not sure why. I guess they were both on public television.
IPTV. Yeah.
And they're both really cool guys.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Bob Ross is good people. I watch Bob Ross on YouTube on occasion to just it's soothing. It's comforting.
That's how I fall asleep to some nights. I put that on to fall asleep to. Because that's just positive.
Yeah, it's positive. It's like, oh, you know what? There's no such thing as mistakes. There's happy accidents. And I'm like, fuck me up, Bob Ross.
I respect this woman immensely, but I had a community college art teacher who dissed Bob Ross once. And I was like, bitch. You teach art in a community college. How dare you?
Yeah, he's more than you'll ever be, you bitch.
I get what he's doing isn't necessarily fine art. He's trying to teach normal people how to do art, and he's trying to be peaceful about it. Jesus Christ, let the man breathe.
Yeah, you gotta speak to them on their level. Yeah.
I was like, he's teaching people.
A saint.
He's actually teaching people that want to learn art. You're teaching at a community college. None of these motherfuckers want to learn how to do art. Maybe one or two.
Yeah, hardly any of them give a shit.
Hardly any of them. I gave half a shit.
I was formulating the sentence as I went, okay?
Oh,
I'm a little bit drunk.
Listen, I say way more fucked up shit than you.
Hardly any of them.
Hardly any of them. Listen, I took all kinds of art classes. Wasn't interested in the art. You know what? I did like art history, though. I do like the history of art. I like being informed about art. Ugh. It's really useful. You can go look at some art and talk about it and act like you know what the fuck you're talking about. And some people will be impressed. Like, oh, yeah, it's some bullshit that was done and whatever.
I took an art history class my second semester of my freshman year of college, and it was one of the hardest classes I've ever taken in my life. I hated it. Yes.
Why was it hard?
So it's like, I don't give a shit about all these facts. I'm not good at just memorizing facts, so I don't do good with history in general.
See, I'm memorizing dates, really good at that.
And memorizing people. That's not me.
I can't do
that. I can do like logic.
I can do
like
that
it's
too.
like learn this theory and why it works this way. I can do that. So I could do science, I could do math, I could do English because they were structure. But like just memorizing remote facts to create a story, I cannot do. So history was never did not go well for me.
I see. Well, see, it's always easy for me, so that's why I was good at that. I was like, listen, the art, I can't do that. Well, I'll look at the shit, I can remember it. Write that down. Fucking
God.
Art history of school.
Good on you.
Well, you know. We got to play to our strengths.
That's right.
So, man.
I'm happy for you.
What's up? What's up with you? What's going on? What have you been...
Shit.
What's your life been doing? You got a story about your life?
Homie, I don't really have a story about my life, but I have something that's been on my mind recently. The last few weeks. Do you remember, like, in high school, like, taking fucking Spanish or French or whatever the fuck you took, maybe German if you were lucky, and, like, you're trying to learn this new language, and at first it's like, okay, I'm getting this. This makes sense. I can analyze these structures or these rules and compare them to English, and they make sense. They fall in line. I just have to memorize new words. But then all of a sudden, you get to fucking gendered fucking nouns and shit like that, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, why does chair have to be feminine but table need to be masculine? Like, in what universe do these things have a gender? And all of a sudden, everything's thrown for a curve, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't understand why I have to memorize whether this thing is masculine or feminine, as well as the word for it in another language. This is bullshit. You feel me?
Hey man, you don't have to tell me that English is the best language in the world.
No, it's not. English is also stupid. But on one thing in our defense, one thing that we do right is that we don't have fucking this gender bullshit where it's not necessary, and all these other fucking languages
we have a lot of unnecessary
gender bullshit to memorize.
We have a lot of unnecessary gender bullshit.
It's so stupid. I'm like, I can't learn this language. Okay, so in high school I took French, and that was hard. And then at a certain point in my life, I was dating someone from Israel, and I was trying to learn Hebrew there for a hot second, and then they had all that gender shit, and then they also assigned gender to, like, numbers and currency and shit like that, so there was even more stuff that had gender, and I was like, fuck all of this. I do not need any of this bullshit in my life. I don't need to memorize 2 words for the numbers. Like, that's double the numbers that you have to memorize. Like, I don't know, it was just stupid. And so I was driving home the other day, and I was just like, why do languages even have gender? And I did a bunch of research on it. I Googled a bunch of articles, and there's no really fucking good reason. No good reason. Other than just, like, it helped older languages separate words into classes, masculine versus feminine. So it's all, like, sexist in its roots.
That's sexist bullshit.
And then...
fuck that language.
Yeah. Yeah, it's some sexist bullshit, but it's so many languages in the world. And then apparently, like, there's one language... there's 2 languages. One of them was, like, English that used to have genders that, like, has dropped it since then. So, like, apparently whatever we used to speak had genders, but we have dropped it since then, thank Christ. But there's another language that has also dropped it, and then apparently German is considering dropping it, I guess, because there's also this whole like sexist element that like people are studying now, where like, oh, in these languages that have genders assigned to like not gendered items, like they perceive them in different ways based on which gender is assigned to them.
Okay.
All that to say, fuck cisgendered languages.
I fuck them all. Fuck all the cisgendered people and all their languages. I agree, though.
Thanks, man. Yeah, really, I took a big old pull off that one.
I mean, I was impressed. I was just waiting.
If I had a dime for every time I heard that, my friend.
Really? You get a lot of...
I'd have a lot of dimes. Hey, I have a question for you.
You got it.
What was the best part of your week?
You know, it's... Why you'd ask a cynical person that, I don't know, but...
Okay, or what was the worst part of your week?
Just waking up.
My entire week was the worst part of my week.
I woke up... Jesus Christ, what is today?
Cheers to that. Sunday? Today's Sunday. 10:55 p.m. on Sunday.
I don't even know what I did this week. Am I really supposed to catalog everything I fucking did this week? I don't know how people do this. I don't know how people pull out a random fucking story from 8 years ago and give it some in-depth bullshit. I think they're making it up most of the time.
Probably. Assholes.
I don't even know what I did earlier this week. See, if I think we've discussed this. Like, if I ever witnessed a fucking crime or a murder and you asked me a week later, I'd be like, I don't fucking... Yeah, someone got shot in the head. I seen it. I can't tell you fucking anything else. I really couldn't. Gee, what did I do?
You're so helpful.
I know. I worked. I don't know. No one likes work unless you're one of those blessed people that have a job that they like.
Yeah, one of the few. The few, the proud.
I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, you go in there, you do the fucking gig, you fucking... Oh, hi, hey, what's going? Fuck you, hey, bye.
What's going? Fuck you, hey, bye. Clock out.
Yeah, that's how I talk to people. I don't know. It's just how I was raised.
You do not say fuck you to the customers.
I mean, but you want to.
Yeah, you want to, but you don't.
I mean, sometimes I think I am just a straight up fucking, not sociopath, but just antisocial. Because sometimes a fucker will just walk in and you want to be like, fuck you. Fuck you for walking into this business establishment.
This place. You should know better. This is a shithole.
Like, I do. Sometimes in my deepest, darkest soul, I'm just like, I just immediately judge a motherfucker. I'm like, you're a motherfucker that would shop in here, huh? You just walk in here and fucking my shit up. You're fucking scum of the earth right now. The scum of the earth. Why would you drive by a fucking place and be like, there's people in there working. Let me go add to that and go in there without a single thought about anyone else but your fucking self. Sometimes you have those thoughts and you're just like, you got to rein that back. You got to be like, you know what? That's antisocial. That's crazy. That's not a rational thought. Let's pull that back. But in your depths of your soul, sometimes that comes up and you're just like, why me? But you know what? I'm over that. I didn't have too much of that this week. It went pretty smoothly.
That's good.
Highlight for the week? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I come in. I don't know. You wake up, you see your fucking cat. That's fun sometimes. You got a little fucking fur ball there. You play with that thing. You fucking rub its hair real rough. You're like, oh, hey, buddy, give a little noogie there or something.
Totally.
Then it shits on the carpet, and you're like, you fucking idiot. I hate you.
Does that happen a lot?
No, my cats don't shit on the carpet. They'll puke. They puke on the carpet.
Sure.
They're pukers. They may have eating disorders. I don't know. They puke a lot.
They're pukers.
They're little pukes. Fucking, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say my cats are a plus. I like those. I like my cat anyways. I don't know. What about you, dude? What's the highlight of your fucking deal?
Yeah, I don't have a good question or I don't have a good answer for that either.
Oh, well, don't feel like you can't answer because I don't have one because I'm just fucking empty.
Oh.
As a person.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe if I was of more of a sober mind, I would be able to remember and go back and say that, but I can't. I'm pretty drunk.
I look forward to this podcast. This is fun. I like this part.
this part is a real highlight. Kelsey's just wasted and can't think of any highlights or lowlights of the week.
I mean, I'm slightly buzzed. But dude, last week we talked about Elon Musk, and this week I read, he's been in the news again because he's been fined by the government because he said some
SEC.
bullshit online.
Yeah.
And he had to step down as chairman. He's still CEO of the company. But just I don't know if you read the story, but the actual reasoning for the reason he made the statements that he did that caused this whole investigation, I thought was just hilarious because he made some tweet about how the company's a publicly traded company. He's going to take it private, and I guess he said something like it'd be worth $420 a share if he took it private, which you can't say that because that's not a real number, and that would be defrauding the stockholders or whatever the bullshit is that got him the fine in the first place. But the only reason apparently he made this statement, it was a joke apparently, and the reason he said $420, and I'll quote here, he rounded up to $420 because of the significance of that number in the marijuana culture and his belief that his girlfriend would be amused by it. So basically, he was just trying to impress his girlfriend with a 420 joke. And we're talking about a fucking genius.
Genius.
And he's still trying to impress his younger girlfriend, a musician of some sort. I believe
no.
she is. I think I've heard some of her music. She may or may not be talented. I can't recall. But the point of the matter is, was it worth it? You made the 420 joke. She probably didn't even think it was funny. She probably didn't even get what it was a joke. Do you think he had to direct message her and be like, "Hey, look at my tweet"?
Yeah, LOL at this, lady.
Oh, 420. It's not really worth that much, but it's because that's the marijuana time. and then the government was like, "You can't do that. You got to pay a fine now, and you got to." You can no longer be on the board of directors, or the fuck that means, but you're still the CEO.
Fucking A, Elon Musk. Yeah, he had to step down as chairman
of the board. Yeah.
He's still going to be on the board, but he's no longer chairman of the board.
He's on the board. He's a CEO, and I got to assume he probably is the majority stockholder.
Yeah.
So really, this just is kind of a title.
Yeah, but he's not chairman. Yep. Title is gone.
Chairman, you got to sit at the head of the table. Get the fucking gavel.
Now he's embarrassed. He has to sit amongst the swine.
Yeah, he's just down on the row with the other fuckers. Now some other guy's got the fucking gavel and the fucking wig. I don't think they wear the wigs.
Sucks, bro. Oh, I hope they have a wig.
I think I don't even know if they have a gavel. I don't know. I've never been on a board.
It seems like more of a judge thing than a board thing, but sure.
I think, but you need it. Fucking beat that thing. Be like, hey, we gotta fucking talk about. We gotta vote. They vote. That's what boards do. They vote on shit.
Shit.
So they have to have a gavel to do that?
I don't know. Hell if I know.
Maybe one day we'll be on the board of something.
That'd be dope.
That'd be cool. School
Let's
board,
be on
maybe?
the board of the Two in the Bush podcast.
We are the board of directors.
We're chairmen.
We are the chairmen and women, or chairpersons, however you want to put it. The chair people. We need to start having more board meetings. That's what we need to do.
Yeah. Shit, dude. Yeah, seriously.
We got to get powdered wigs. I don't know if that's really necessary, but for this, it is. Powdered wigs, gavels. What are those fucking things where they wear? You wear a fucking dress or whatever. What do judges wear? That big gown.
Dresses, for sure.
Like a nightgown, like a fucking nightgown. That's fucking dumb.
I'm pretty sure they're just dresses, absolutely.
Why do judges wear that bullshit?
I don't know, some old-timey tradition bullshit.
Like they used to wear powdered wigs, right? We got rid of that bullshit. That's fucking dumb.
Well, when you go to a graduation ceremony and they're wearing the robes with all the fucking...
Yeah.
Shit on them.
Yeah, but high school kids are fucking dumb, or even college kids.
No, but
so fuck
yeah,
that.
I was just like, graduating any school level, you get all this shit.
Are you okay?
Dude, I am very gone right now. Like, I think I took it too far. And I don't feel so great, I'll be honest. Hate me less. Hate me less.
I was concerned for your well-being.
I was trying so hard to fake it and just get through this, but no, it's not great.
Well,
it's not great.
If you want, we can cut out this last part where it's kind of depressing, and then we can just end the show. We can now go into a wrap-up type situation.
You didn't tell your personal narrative though, or whatever the fuck.
You want to hear that?
I mean, no, but I feel like it's an integral part of the podcast.
Without your enthusiasm, I don't know if I can tell.
Now that I can try.
But now it sounds like no, because now it sounds like I'm asking for it. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying if it was there, I could do it.
No, but I want to be enthusiastic. I just am a little bit nauseous, is all. I fucked up.
How much did you drink?
I didn't think it was that much, but apparently it was a lot. And then I took that vape hit too, and I'm just gone. Just R.I.P.
It's that goddamn vape hit.
I know.
Are you drinking vodka?
Yeah.
Dude, vodka shouldn't do that to you.
Well, it did.
Well, I mean, maybe it did. I mean, you know yourself. You know your current condition better than I.
It did to me.
So let me say, hey guys, we probably ended on, what was the last funny thing we were talking about?
Fuck if I know, dude. I don't know. There's something golden though, and you're gonna fucking love it.
You just edit this out, and then we'll start from here. Hey guys, thanks for listening. We're gonna be back next week. Man, hey, you know what? We don't even know what we're gonna talk about yet, but if you can comment or send us some suggestions, we'll talk about that. Send us a picture of your dick. We'll talk about that. But just include your face and your name. And, it can be a pseudonym, but just include a name.
And give us something to work with.
We're going to give you a review, just like I reviewed that fucking guy on the fucking cards. Fuck, maybe we'll print off some cards, some fucking playing cards with your dick on it. Fucking ship it off to you as a reward for listening.
Send us 52 dick pics, audience.
Yeah, we need 52 dicks or tits or vages, whatever.
Genitals of any sort.
Genitals of any sort. Send it to us, and the winner, we will print off a deck of cards with said genitalia, and you'll receive this great gift for listening to our podcast. You got to hit like, you got to hit comment, you got to hit share, you got to do it all. We're going to be back next Monday. We record on Sunday, and we put it out Monday or whatever the fuck. You're going to listen to it. You're going to love it. Let us know what you think. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.
We love ya.